Your editor role.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Andrew Champagne and Owen Doherty.
How's it going? Owen Doherty.
Good to see you guys.
Co-editor.
Good to see everybody. Or as Keith Richards would say, it's good to be anywhere, man. I'm sure glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
I'd like to thank Kevin Harms, my great producer, friend, engineer, who has done these shows for years now with us. And we'd like to thank Jordan Mitchell and Megan O'Rourke and Miss Lauren Glendavidian and Stephen Herron and Erica. And if I'm missing anyone, I'm really sorry. The telethon was very good. Now, I made a contribution. How's your contribution coming along?
It's coming in.
Is it?
Yeah.
And you have a friend who's contributing too.
Peter Tremblay.
Peter is going to be on the November show with us. Peter's on the show with us in November.
Okay.
So they raised some. Hey, they raised some money. The thing is, when you're involved with something, you got to somehow give a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't a big check. Mine was $25, but these are good people here. Hey, I don't know about that. That's that angle is crazy. Okay. Why don't you start talking?
What are we talking about today?
Well, let's talk about the
Well, hey, everybody. I skipped last month, but back to being here. Since we last saw you, the Burlington Democrats had a reorganization, which is when they get together and they reorganize, so they get new members, returning members come back, and they select a new slate of officers. Congratulations, Andrew Champagne, re-elected assistant treasurer, and then Ryan Adario was elected chair, and a whole bunch of other great folks on the executive board. It was a nice
meeting, and we'd like to thank the library, Fletcher Free Library, for letting us hold it there. And I'd also like to thank Andy Voda.
Yeah, big thanks to Andy Voda.
The outgoing chair. That's my boy. I know, Andy, you watch this, and you're going to send it to him today?
I will make sure Andy sees it.
Andy did a wonderful job. It's not easy for any party to be the chair. You know, you're dealing with a lot of emails, letters, recruiting candidates, raising money. And I'm sorry, I have these so they don't, my glasses don't fall, so they're probably not too cinematic. Tell them the movie that you're going to go see.
Cool. I'm going to go see One Day After Another later.
One Day After Another.
Leo DiCaprio. I don't know a lot about it. I've heard it's like a leftist anarchist movie.
Sean Penn's in it.
But besides that, I don't really know what's up with it. I didn't know that the runtime was 2 hours and 50 minutes until Andrew told me.
The guy who did Boogie Nights did this movie.
Okay.
I saw Sean Penn filming in New York City many years ago, late at night, and he did not look like a guy you go up and ask for a selfie.
No, I don't think
he's
he
a
is.
hardcore cat. This is like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a long time ago, 1989. I haven't had a drink since 1996, so I haven't had a drink this century, so we're okay. He was up late, I was up late. They were filming this movie with Gary Oldman and Ed Harris. I saw him film a couple times. And The State of Grace, it's called, and the soundtrack's by the guys in U2. Sean plays this undercover cop who tries to get in with the Irish mob. It's a really heavy movie. Anyway, and Leo, maybe the best actor. He's 52 or 3, I think.
He's getting up there.
In his middle age. Did you ever see Basketball Diaries?
No.
Where he plays...
No, I haven't.
This famous New York basketball player turned poet, and he unfortunately becomes a heroin addict. Mark Wahlberg's in it. It's a great movie. It's called The Basketball Diaries, everyone. Oh, and so you're growing a beard, or what's happening? It looks
maybe.
good.
I don't know. Maybe back to the mustache. I just haven't shaved in a couple of days, honestly.
You look good.
So, yeah. Should we keep talking about reorg, or should we keep...
Now tell me, you were down in southern Vermont this weekend.
Yeah.
How
Central, like White River Junction.
How do you feel the vibe down there politically? What are you feeling?
It's good. It's good. I saw a No Kings protest on my way up.
Excellent.
Gave them an old honk in Randolph.
Oh, wow.
Kind of laid on the horn for them. Love seeing those guys out there. Sometimes you see them in Winooski too.
And I think also in Montpelier.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised in St. Johnsbury or in
And they're having, this is a great
Brattleboro.
time to plug that the next No Kings rally march will be October 18th. There's going to be one in Montpelier. I believe there will be one in Burlington. But check out the local Indivisible group near you for the nearest No Kings rally.
Okay, so it's October 18th?
October 18th.
And where is that? In Winooski?
I think there's one. I mean, they're
Where's the
organizing in
closest
every
one?
town. I'm not
Burlington?
100% sure there's going to be one. I assume there's going to be one in Burlington.
Okay.
But there will also be, I think the biggest one will be in Montpelier at the State House.
Do you have a time and date on that or not yet?
Usually the 18th.
The 18th
Saturday.
for the No Kings rally,
No
Saturday. Kevin, I don't know at the end of the show if we could post No Kings rally, Saturday, October 18th, State House, Montpelier. If that would be possible, sir. Okay, no, I guess not at this late date. We have a lot of, I asked our producer to put up pictures of Abigail Spanberger and Mikey and Zohan. So why don't we quickly go to Virginia?
Let's go to Virginia.
And
Abigail Spanberger is running in Virginia. She's taking on Republican candidate Winsome Sears.
Who's the lieutenant governor?
Who's lieutenant governor, if you're familiar in Virginia. The governor is Republican, Glenn Youngkin, who won now 4 years ago. Maybe he's going to run for president. We don't know. In Virginia, you can only serve for one term consecutively as governor, which means there's always an election,
cannot
basically.
succeed yourself.
Yep.
And that goes back to the time of Jefferson, Madison, and Monroe.
Yep. And so
I kind of like it in a crazy way.
It's definitely something.
Get
So
things
Abigail
done.
Spanberger, former CIA, right?
Former congresswoman.
Current congresswoman,
Is she
I
still
believe.
Okay. We'll check that. She's a CIA agent, and she has stuff she did she can't talk about. She's serving in Congress, or I'm not sure she's...
She might have given up her seat last election.
Okay.
To run for governor. But
She is running for governor of Virginia. We heartily endorse her. If you're going to send any money this year, these gubernatorial candidates in Virginia and New Jersey need your help. Abigail looks like she's going to win. She's running against
total flop.
kind of whacked
Falling
off
apart. It's crazy.
Trump,
If
Lieutenant
you're
Governor.
into some drama, read all about it because it's really good. The attorney general candidate had this really strange scandal where Winsome tried to get him off the ticket, but the current governor wanted to keep him on, and it's just been the most bizarre kind of situation down in Virginia. But it looks good, and Virginia and New Jersey, they call them bellwethers because they always happen in the first year of the new president's term. So we'll see.
They're the only gubernatorial elections out of there's 56 states and territories. Now, you know what's really unfortunate, we talked about it before is there's only 2 states with a 2-year term, New Hampshire and Vermont. It can be changed. You have to go through 2 sets of legislature, the governor. I really would like to see a 4-year term. Okay, that No Kings rally is going to be October 18th. I bet it's probably noon. That's what I guess. That would probably be my guess on the time. What do you think? It's a Saturday.
I think it's probably noon.
Yeah. And I think there'll be other ones. I certainly think there could be one in Burlington. So we think in Virginia, Abigail will win, and we fully endorse her. New Jersey is a different setup.
Yeah.
We have our current congresswoman and former Navy fighter pilot. Her name is Mikey Sherrill, and I believe Kevin has her picture, or we had it last time. She is running against a conservative Republican businessman who's been endorsed by Trump, who lost. The current governor cannot. There she is. So Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill is running for governor. She is our candidate. What is interesting in New Jersey, you have 2 different media buys. You have Philadelphia, and then you have New York. And there's a lot of negative advertising going on both ways. Unfortunately, and I don't blame the guy running against her or Ms. Sherrill, the taxes in New Jersey are the highest in the country. And kind of like Massachusetts, they're crazy high. And people, Democrats, Republicans, they're all a bit fed up.
Yeah, and I think people are familiar with the Republican candidate. He ran in 2021 against Governor Murphy.
Came within 3 points.
It came within 3 points.
Phil Murphy is a popular governor.
Pretty surprising.
I'll tell you about Phil Murphy. He was a fundraising machine.
Yeah, and
excellent governor.
People really like. His name's Jack. I can't pronounce his last name. Something kind of Italian.
Citrelli.
And he's popular, and he's trying to get away from the Trump thing. Of course,
but
the Democrats are trying to.
Trump is endorsed.
Yeah, Democrats trying to attack him with that. Although then he'll counter with the Democrat in the race is obsessed with Trump, isn't focused on New Jersey, which is a strong argument against the Democrats. They need a message that's a forward-looking message, not just a message about the president.
Right. The race has gotten very close, and what I think you'll see are the heavy hitters going down there. President Obama, Mrs. Obama, Dr. Jill. I bet even Joe will pop up and do a crazy rally somewhere because he loves it so much. The big man might come down there. Bill, he might. Hillary. Yeah. I love our big guns, don't you?
Yeah,
Jesse.
I mean, I think some of them are effective more than others, but
Nancy Pelosi, I love her. Who else do you see coming in?
I think a lot of senators will be down there.
Bernie.
I don't know if Bernie will be down there.
I don't think he's
really.
You don't think he
I don't think he's really in line with her policies as much as.
Okay.
But maybe could be surprised.
But he'd
likes
rather
to travel.
have her. Probably knows her.
Yeah, I think he would much rather have her.
You think the big man will come down? Bill will come down? I think he
maybe.
will.
Although I think Bill's in some hot water right now, depending on what's in those files.
Mr. Clinton, he's my favorite Democrat. Okay, Jimmy Carter was obviously for so many years, lived to be 100, and I miss him. I do, I really do. He's truly a great man, wasn't he?
Yeah.
We did a whole hour on Jimmy Carter here. Do we have a picture of Jimmy Carter just for the hell of it, or not?
Of course, somewhere in there we have one.
So, what do you think about New Jersey? Go either way.
The money's could go any way. I think it will go the Democrats' way. It's obviously every race tightens in the final weeks, but I think that it would be shocking and very bad.
No, I don't think it would be shocking
if the Republicans won.
No,
if the Republicans won.
No, I don't think so. I think New Jersey's been going right for a while.
It might not be shocking because trends will tell us that this is the way it's going to go, but it should be a wake-up call.
I think they're more purple than blue.
It should be a wake-up call to Democrats.
We have an excellent candidate in Mikey Sherrill.
Yeah, she'd be a wonderful governor.
We had a friend, Sally, that used to work for her.
Shout out Sally.
And Sally Short, we'd like to say hello to her.
Shout out Kaylee Habostro, working in New Jersey on state house campaigns, Senate and State Assembly. And so, the governor's race has an effect on those races. So shout out Kaylee, who's working some swing state house races.
Will you send this show to both those people,
of course.
Please? So in New Jersey, they don't play around, man. It's rough. The unions, there's a lot of wealthy people. There's part of Western New Jersey looks like Vermont, and then you have I love Newark, man. Newark is awesome. And Hoboken, and then you have Camden and Princeton, and I mean talk about down the shore and
Garden State,
South Amboy. No joking around. It's hard hitting for a reason. Jersey strong. So we're predicting a victory in Virginia for Miss Spanberger. And what the hell? I think Mikey's going to take it. I think if you want to send in $25 to her. When I was in college and I was in Connecticut, we went down and campaigned for the New Jersey governor.
Wow.
Who lost to a woman named Christy Todd Whitman. She was in Bush's.
She's now a Democrat.
Right.
Essentially.
Right. And at that rally was Hillary Clinton. It was an airport hangar. So those are fun memories. And I looked through this curtain and James Carville was there. So, wow. See, I'm kind of the old school Democrat. I've been to a lot of conventions. Do we have any idea where the convention's going to be? I'm thinking it's going to be West Coast this time.
In 3 years? No idea. No idea. I've heard that they're choosing less places because there's not a lot of places with good media and there's not a lot of places with a lot of hotel rooms. So they're basically stuck on the east or west or Midwest.
Chicago has hotel rooms.
Like everywhere east of Chicago, basically, and a big enough city with hotel rooms. So the options are limited.
Philadelphia even didn't have enough hotel rooms.
No.
That reminds me in Jacksonville when they had the Super Bowl and they put hotel guests up on the boats. I don't know if you ever heard
Wow.
that. So, what city's going to have... You know, I'll tell you where it very well might be. Very well might be. City's so nice. They named it twice. New York, man.
New York City. And
I love that place.
That brings us to the relevant topic of the evening.
No, man, I'm still...
Oh, we're still on... What, you don't want to go to New York yet?
So, we have either 19 minutes or 24. Depends on what we want. Let's talk about the mayoral race. Do we have that picture of Zohan? The assemblyman. Zoran, okay.
Zoran
Mondani, okay. Mr. Assemblyman.
And there he is.
Hey,
running for mayor of New York as a Democrat.
He looks good in that picture.
Running against Curtis Sliwa and Andrew Cuomo. There's Andrew. So there's Curtis. Look at those graphics.
I was in the city in July, and I was walking near Fox News, which is 49th and 6th Avenue. And Curtis had just come, I guess, and he was walking down the street. But he was a block ahead of me. I wanted to talk to him. Let's go over these cats, first of all. Curtis, I've never talked to him, in the subway with his guardian angels, which he started in the 80s with his wife. And they always have the red beret, and they're basically in the subway protecting people. Curtis has been through a lot of stuff in New York. He's a real oddball cat. He's shot 5 times, I guess, by the Gotti associates. He, at one time, had 16 cats in a studio apartment.
He's fascinating in every way. He is not supportive of Donald Trump. He hates Donald Trump. And so he's like a really fascinating. He is. He says he does not like what Donald Trump is doing. He's a fascinating person and candidate. He says that people have offered him up to like $10 million to step out of the race because he's pulling.
Who are these freaking people?
He's just fascinating and
taking votes away from Cuomo.
I think he should run for mayor every single time that there's a mayor race in New York.
Curtis is a real New Yorker, and I remember in the 80s. I first moved to New York City in 1986 when I was a young guy. I'm 62. Subways were rough, man, and covered in graffiti. And I remember seeing Curtis and his wife. They were kind of badasses back then. There was some serious situations on the old subway, man. Mm-hmm. That was of no doubt. And so can we go back to Andrew Cuomo?
There he is.
He is the big elephant in the race. Okay, former 3-term governor. Instant name recognition. Remember, Mr. Mondani won in a primary in New York that only Democrats could vote in. So there's over 1 million independents in New York City. The problem with Governor Cuomo is, well, frankly, he's got a lot of charges against him. Is it 11 women?
I think it's been 11, yeah. I think 11 women
accused of inappropriate behavior.
Credibly, let's add. And and then there's, disaster with COVID funds and,
the nursing homes
and pulling away money from the MTA. He just, he won't paint this picture of himself, but certainly is out there and is super arrogant. In the primary, at least, did not campaign.
Oh, terrible!
Out on the streets of people, was very closed off. Didn't really want to take questions from press or public.
Scripted.
Has tried to rebrand it out of that.
How's his
I
field
don't think
team?
Successfully.
Terrible.
Didn't have a field team in the primary. He paid a super PAC to do all of his field for him, and I believe that's still the case. And so, yeah.
So you want to endorse? Would you like to endorse Mr. Mondani right now?
Oh yeah, I've been Team Zoran I think since March.
Okay.
And so I'm all in. He's a Democrat in the race.
He won. He won by a huge margin.
He's the realest Democrat in the race. He's focused on affordability.
Young guy.
And making New York City the greatest city in the world. Of course, it's not right now, but
what's interesting
Boston is. But
what's interesting about him? Lives in Queens. And so he's an outer borough guy. We all know the boroughs are Brooklyn. Can you name all the boroughs?
Yeah, I can name all the boroughs.
Brooklyn, Queens, the forgotten Staten Italy,
Manhattan, and the Bronx.
Oh yeah, I love them all, man. I love them all. There's a sportscaster who always says, Staten, Italy, because there's a lot of Italian people in Italy, and Italian that come to Staten Island. So it's funny. Now, it looks like Zohan's going to win. Unfortunately, Governor Cuomo is very tainted. He had some very rough people around him that kind of like to destroy people, and he got a lot of arrogance going. Curtis, I do not think can win. We have a friend. I want you to intro this video now.
Well, we have a great video. You'll remember David Delaney from
He was on the show 3 months ago.
He was here right before the primary, I think.
Passionate.
He's watching right now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And he's one of our good dear friends from Brooklyn, New York. And, you know, we're not New Yorkers. I mean, Andrew's kind of a New Yorker. But certainly no expert.
Part-time at best.
And so we wanted to make sure that David gave you all the stuff from the ground floor, all the way from Brooklyn, New York. Here's David Delaney.
Yeah.
Hello, CCTV. It's David Delaney reporting from Brooklyn, New York. I miss you all very much. Hello, Owen. Hello, Andy. I miss you guys. Miss being on the program, but I'm happy to be making a virtual appearance. I have been asked to make a brief report on the New York City mayoral election. So here's the situation. Zohran Mamdani won the Democratic primary decisively, which is a lot larger victory than I expected. And he's now the Democratic nominee. He's running against Andrew Cuomo, who is continuing his campaign as an independent, and Curtis Sliwa, the Republican nominee. Now, I anticipate that Zohran will win the election because he's got the Democratic line, because his opponents are split between Sliwa and Cuomo, and Mayor Adams dropped out because of how unpopular he is, and his polling was so horrible, and he couldn't get public matching funds because of his corruption. And thirdly, because of his organizing. And I say this as a field lead who witnesses this impressive operation of 90,000 volunteers up close. You have thousands of volunteers of all races and backgrounds and religions and creeds and ages, and they've with multiple languages reaching out to voters across the city, from Canarsie to Park Slope to Jamaica to the Upper West Side, that I really think is going to out-hustle the competition. So I think Zohran's going to win. Of course, we still have debates this month. We have debates between the three main candidates, which I'm looking forward to. But I think Zohran's going to win this election. I think he's got a really impressive campaign, and I think his message of affordability is speaking to a lot of people right now who feel priced out of the city that they love. The other thing I would comment on is the relentless sense of optimism that Mamdani has in his campaign right now. It feels it's about not just winning an election, but about really getting more people involved in New York City as a concept. You had the scavenger hunt that the campaign operated, where thousands of people across the city were going to various locations across New York to learn more about the city. They're doing educational video series on YouTube to encourage more people to be interested in the civic history of the city that we love. So it feels like it's not just a campaign to win the mayor's office, but a campaign to involve thousands of people into the civic life of this great city. And I think that'll be really important for Zohran when he intends to govern, to achieve his ambitious goals. To tax the rich and to fund new social programs to support New Yorkers who are struggling in this economy. So that's the situation. I am looking forward to the results. I'm looking forward to the possibilities of the Mamdani administration. And yeah, that's what I've got. And by the way, Vermont Governor Howard Dean in Vermont Digger endorsed Zohran Mamdani. So I wanted to let you guys know he says he's supporting him, which was so great to see. Really happy to see that. Anyway, curious for your guys' thoughts. I'm doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. Much love to everybody.
All right.
Thank you, David, from the street in Brooklyn, New York. And, you know, the key part of that and the biggest change in the race since June almost is that Eric Adams stepped out of the race because he literally had almost zero support and no one likes him.
Less than unknown.
He
was polling less than unknown.
I'll say this about Mayor Adams. Terrible mayor. Did not do a good job for New York City, but very funny and had some very memorable moments that I hope we can appreciate for years to come.
So, unfortunately, the mayor...
And being mayor is a tough job.
He brought some people with him that he shouldn't have. So, can you argue that the last 12 years of Democratic mayors has been a C at best?
Yes.
Mayor de Blasio, you remember he ran for president,
but
remember
de
that?
Blasio had some good stuff going. Let's not forget
Very
that.
smart.
Maybe de Blasio was a B, maybe. Bloomberg, C.
Oh no,
maybe
Mayor Bloomberg, an A.
Yeah, everyone would say that.
See, you know, sometimes the moderate wing of the party or the liberal or progressive kind of, there's a little bit of dice there. So I would like to personally thank David Delaney, and we are going to try to get him on.
For post game maybe after the election.
December.
Yeah.
You know, that was really, you know, look, he brought that right to the streets. You cannot get coverage like that anywhere in Vermont from David.
No.
And, you know, we're trying to bring it to you live, man.
And to plug David, find him on social media. He has a blog, a Substack, where he's talking about this race and other things in politics.
DavidDelaney.com?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know what it is.
Okay, we're going to have
we'll
that
find
for
it next time.
Yeah.
And put it on the screen. So David's one of the best, and his dear friend, sharp mind.
Cool guy, too. You know, I'd like to see him working in city government. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 8 minutes left. One thing we got to talk about, we talk about every show, COVID is not gone.
No.
I know a doctor's, his wife got COVID.
I would say that COVID's in an uptick right now.
Yes,
I've known a couple
getting
people that have gotten
cold.
COVID.
Right, people are inside, people are together in tighter groups. So can we please play the 211? Can we put that up there for a while, Kevin?
211.
Yes.
Dial 211 for any help you need, housing, whatever it is. And on the COVID thing, get your flu shot.
Get
Flu
your shingles shot.
Flu shot time.
Yeah.
Get whatever shots you need.
What your doctor...
This show believes in science, not what RFK says.
Now, we are just 100 yards away from community health. And as I think most of the people watching this show are in, well, I always call it between the UVM and the high school. I think it's the greatest neighborhood in the world. Mm-hmm. I love it, okay? And the Old North End, we're rocking, man. All the kids, the students are back. We're so glad you're back. Champlain, St. Mike's, VTC, CCV, UVM, Vermont College of the Arts, Fine Arts in Montpelier. The cartoon studies down in White River.
20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Should we talk about the government shutdown as well?
Well,
big news that we didn't talk about.
Are you sure you're not working?
I am working.
Okay.
No pay.
Owen, sorry, thinking about my friend who works for Senator Welch, Ryan McLaren. I want to say hello to him. I hope he's doing well. Owen works for Congresswoman Ballin. And take it from there about your situation.
Yeah, I mean, not here speaking on behalf of Congressman Ballin or my job at all, but definitely want to highlight the federal workers across the country that are furloughed or working without pay right now, including our military folks who will miss their first paycheck on Friday, TSA, the air traffic controllers, all these essential workers that are either furloughed, so now their jobs are just not being done.
Terrible.
Or they're working without pay. And so all because of a Republican shutdown where the Republicans would like to get away with what I consider to be murder because they won't negotiate with the Democrats on the budget. They want to pass a clean continuing resolution and punt the ball through the rest of the year while the Democrats are holding the line on health care, fighting for the premium tax credits for the ACA to make an already affordable and available health care plan even more affordable and available to all Americans. They refuse to do that, and because of that, millions of people will, when those tax credits expire at the end of December, millions of people will lose their health care, and because of that, many
right
people
over the winter, right over Christmas.
will die. Yeah.
People will die.
People will die. It's estimated like 50,000 people will die a year, I think, because of this. More.
You know, again, as my father said when I was a kid to me, the Democrats are the party of the people, and I still believe that, okay? I just registered my 1925th voter, and we are working on voter registration. We are getting a head start in field. We have a very exciting new executive director. We have an old hand as chair, Jim Ramsey of Manchester, Vermont. Talk about what we're doing going into the session. We're trying to form a coalition to get some good legislation passed, but also get some more people elected and reelected.
Yeah, in the Vermont State House, we're organizing and getting ready. The main issue this past session was school redistricting and the school kind of budgeting and all of that. And there's been a group that's been meeting throughout the summer and into the fall to figure out that task force. And they're really going to be redistricting these school district maps to make administrative costs less.
Really
so
hard decisions, though.
Less. And it's hard decisions. It's people's jobs. It's people's schools.
Sometimes a mountain separates.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible. It's not a job I want.
Right.
And so I'm not an expert on it, so I don't know much more than that. But certainly, it's kind of the big thing going on. The legislature will have to make a decision on that in the spring, and they'll have to make other decisions to help make Vermont more affordable.
Now,
going into an election in 2026.
Right. Someone like our pal, I don't know if you have a picture of him, State Treasurer Mike Pichek, who is really convinced of a 14-county strategy. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you could put him up at all. And we should probably put up Senator Welch and Senator Sanders. They've been doing great work, as well as obviously Congresswoman Ballot.
There he is.
Hey, there's our good man. There's
Senator.
Our buddy. He's a good man. He's always been so kind to me. Hey, there he is. The leader of the left in America, a legendary figure who lives in our town. Thank you, Senator Sanders.
Becca
There's
Ballot.
Becca. All right. She's cool. We're so glad that she's Congresswoman. She really cares. I don't know if you have Mike Pichek on there. Is that possible?
I don't think he does.
No, we'll work on that for next time. We have 3 minutes left. Let's talk about if you want to register to vote. You can go to your town clerk or city clerk. You can register online. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You can also go to the DMV and register. Is that correct?
Yep.
Could we put up my phone number, Kevin, very quickly? Yes, thank you. And you can call me. I'm going to have a big party when I hit 2,000. And anybody who calls me can come to this damn party.
And if you're the 2,000th voter, you can come.
We want to thank... Do you want to go to 605 or do 6?
We can go 605, yeah.
We're going to go to 605, Kevin, okay?
Is that okay with Kevin?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about winter. Let's talk about...
Should we finish about reorg? We didn't say what date the county won.
Oh, yes. So, okay. By state law, all Vermont parties have to have reorganization in every town, in every county. First you have the town or city, and then you have the county. Now, I think it was 131 she was at when we talked about it at state committee meeting, our ED. It's more every day. It's not easy to organize. Let's talk about that.
It's not easy. You need a physical person to be there. I think you need two, actually, to join the committee, like a president and like a treasurer or something like that. So in some towns, there's not a lot of Democrats or just not a lot of people that are involved.
We have towns with 60 people in them.
So it's a lot of work. 131 is pretty good out of 251.
And it's probably up to about 140 now.
Or 150. So they all have to organize, all these towns. So like I said, Burlington has theirs. Congrats to Rana Dario, the new chair, and
Excellent.
The rest of the slate.
He's going to be on the show in the next couple months.
And then the county has to reorganize after that, and then the whole state party as well. So we'll be electing officers for the county and state slates as well. And at this county level, the county committee meeting will be on October 30th. At 6 p.m. at the South Burlington Library.
Okay, October 30th, the day before Halloween, at 6 p.m. at the South Burlington Library.
Yep.
October 30th at 6 p.m. Please come. We have some more spaces for Burlington Democrats to sign up. Isn't that correct?
That's true.
Now, reorganization, it's a formality. It's also fun because you're going to have people from all over the county. St. George, Heinsberg, South Burlington, Essex, Jericho, Heinsberg, Milton, Burlington, Winooski, South Burlington, the Junction. I'm probably missing something. Did I say Heinsberg?
I think so.
Okay. St. George. Anyway.
Said that first.
Okay. We have 5 more minutes left. We're okay. We are going to talk. Okay, a couple more things that you can do. we're going to show the pictures of those Virginia and New Jersey candidates one more time if we could. And the first one would be Abigail Spanberger, who we think will be the next governor of the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth, yep.
Now, you grew up in a Commonwealth.
Yep.
Rhode Island's a Commonwealth. Pennsylvania.
I don't believe Rhode Island is. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Kentucky, I believe, is.
Oh, whoa.
I believe.
Anywhere out west? I don't think so.
I think it's those four.
We like her. She is just got to tour the state, raise money, and her opponent is extraordinarily weak and frankly
Cool.
doesn't make a lot of sense. And so now, New Jersey, rough elbows, Jersey strong. If I could get another picture of Ms. Mickey Sherrill, Congresswoman Mickey Sherrill, graduate of Annapolis, former Navy fighter pilot. She's in tough race. What's happening now is because you cannot personally meet everyone in New Jersey. It's just not possible. She's just doing media buys, raising money, and both these candidates, it's just a slog to the end. And you try not to make a mistake. You try not to say anything too. See, what happens is sometimes you get tired and you tell the truth. That gets you in trouble.
Yeah.
Jack Citrelli, he's another empty face in a gray suit. Talks a good story. What's he doing helping people in Newark? I don't think too much. Or Trenton or Camden. What do you think?
I don't think he cares.
No, or Jersey City?
No.
Nah, he doesn't. These older white males, and I'm an older white male, their focus is always on themselves. And they're learning the hard way, like Andrew Cuomo. That's not how it goes anymore. We saw with Zoran, Mr. Mondami, Selma Mondami, that he had 50,000 volunteers.
Yep.
And the field, which means the people, like, here's a map. I want you to go on North Street and then walk down by Beansies and then go up, that's what field is, knocking on doors. As my great friend Ryan McLaren would say, personal interaction with the voters is the best. I can't wait for 26 here. What do we think? Do we think the governor's going to run?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
He's tough to beat. Beat. We have another minute left. The county meeting, which is required by state law, will be held the October 30th. What day is that? Do you know what day is that?
Thursday.
It's a Thursday. Thursday, October 30th at 6 p.m. at the
South Burlington Public Library.
We'd like to try to get somebody a ride if you want to make it there. The bus goes right there. The meeting won't be more than about an hour. There'll be a lot of cool people there. There'll be some contested elections. I will be running again for alternate. My buddy Owen is going to set me up and speak for me. I'm done for the day. I'm going to let you take it out, Owie.
Yeah, well, there we are in front of Muhammad Ali. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you all are doing well. Get to rest, call your representatives, donate or knock doors for your candidates. And I hope you all have a great rest of your October. And we'll be back in November talking about all these great races, these candidates, and a lot more here at Burlington Democrats on Town Meeting TV.
Thank you.
Thank you.